Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back for the day of the crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Quant Network and QNT, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. Now with that being said, let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things, as there is a lot of things to talk about, especially something that we missed going back as far as 2018. We're going to be addressing that, and of course we're going to be addressing QNT as a massive value holder in terms of the network growth on Quant. So let's just talk about it. So first off, I did see QNT really kind of rejecting that overall fib level at about $118. I was watching it very closely throughout the night last night. You guys do see us, dipping up all the way to about almost $123. Of course, we will see those wicks above the, fib level, but for the most part, we have not been holding that level at all. But I do believe that even on the 1 month span, you guys can really kind of see the higher lows being placed in on, Quant. So I'm very excited for that. We will most likely break out very soon. Of course, we are kind of waging with, hey, is Bitcoin about to have a massive breakout, or is Bitcoin about to correct to about 39.6K, around that level? We've been addressing it, talking about it. I will do a full analysis later. But for the most part on Quant, I will say this. We are seeing mass accumulation happening on the token. You guys do see us going back to December 20th when we were at 39.2K, almost 39.3K, and now we're at almost 45.9K, almost 46K total addresses. This is very significant because not only are we seeing the demand for the token there, but we are also seeing massive updates within the network itself in terms of technological advancements. So I'm very excited for that as well. So let's move on and let's talk about a few things. But before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys, how has your weekend been? Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And with that in mind, let's move on. So, of course, who holds QNT and wasn't aware of this from 2018? Nothing to see here. If you guys missed this, this is AUCloud and Quant Network partnered to provide world's first blockchain operating system for government and critical national industries. Now, I'm very excited, to say the least, to say that this is huge. Okay, this is all focused on government use cases, and they are talking about a massive operating system like Overledger and the security of the leading sovereign Australian cloud platform. I think that this is incredible because they are seeing these organizations require the interoperable functionality that can only come with an operating system like, of course, Overledger. This is significant because not only does it solidify the idea on, hey, Overledger is the only solution for this massive interoperable functionality, but it also solidifies where we are really kind of, positioned at in terms of this market as well, being the only asset with true interoperability. Now, with this in mind, I think that this is going to be very significant as of a use case, but we never know what's going to really happen within the space. Things move fast. We could see a massive update tomorrow from Quant saying, hey, they developed a new massive solution for another issue. But for the most part, I think that this really kind of solidifies the positioning of not only ISO TC307, but also, really kind of shows you the technology behind Quant Network with, of course, Overledger. Now, we do see the idea for Overledger stemmed from the challenges faced while working in senior roles across definitive projects for both the UK and Australian governments, and subsequently led to founding the blockchain ISO standard TC307 in 2016. We do see here the key areas of focus for this partnership are to remove today's complexity with blockchains, providing choice, flexibility, and an interoperable cloud platform to benefit from a multi-chain strategy, reduce implementation time from 8 months to mere minutes with just 3 lines of code. I told you guys that API gateway is such a huge innovation. Have choice, flexibility, and prevent blockchain lock-in or proprietary technology, avoid integration cost and need to buy additional infrastructure, utilize a tried and tested cloud delivery model, comply to security and regulation when interconnecting corporate and distributed networks, use existing technical skills and resources without the need to hire specialist blockchain expertise. This is huge, and we do see here applying world-leading blockchain technologies to enhancing the cybersecurity in cloud. IaaS and PaaS can significantly improve the ease of adoption and reduce risk for all government users and citizens. This is huge, guys. I want you guys to realize that partnerships like this really show you the true value behind Quant, and I'm very excited for this. And we also see here critical national infrastructure. We do see integrate our blockchain operating system onto the AUCloud platform to provide highly secure and interoperable blockchain as a service for Australian government and defense and the critical national industries and supply chains that serve the nation. UK and Australian governments are already leading the way within this, and we do see here who we are. AUCloud is certified strategic in accordance with the DTA's hosting certification framework. And of course, we do see here cloud services, service provider, and certified strategic service, AUCloud, government cloud service offering. This is all for government use cases, guys. And here's the implementation timeline. Phase 1, March 2021, all the way to June 2021. And here is Phase 2. July 2021. Registrations opened for managed service provider system integrators and software as a service providers. January 2022. Release of hosting certification framework, second iteration. And of course, all the way down here to June 2022. All high-value government data, whole of government systems and systems rated as the classification level of protected should be hosted within certified data center facilities and by a certified service provider. This is massive, guys. I want you guys to realize that this is all focused on one key aspect, interoperability. I've always told you guys that that is the biggest selling point in terms of all of this technology in this space. You can't have crypto tech adopt it without interoperability. And this is huge, especially for government use cases. Understand the amount of volume and value that will flow here. And talking about that, let's talk about QNT, the token. When we're talking about QNT, right? I see a big question coming up all the time. How is QNT, in terms of a token, going to increase in value, with Overledger and Quant being adopted? Well, let's talk about that. So first off, RAL GMI or RAL PAL model suggests that the price of a digital asset is determined by two factors: the number of nodes actively using the network, and two, the amount of money moving across the links on the network. This paints a very bullish picture for the price potential of QNT. Quant Network provides the rails for LACnet, a multinational DLN that brings enterprise and public services to 12 plus Latin countries. The platform will onboard tens, if not hundreds of millions of users over the next few years onto Overledger. Learn about, QNT plus DLNs, aka Distributed Ledger Networks. Quant Network's partnership with Oracle allows 430,000 customers plus customer clients to utilize Quant's interoperability and token management platform. As more enterprises turn to blockchain, there will be a massive influx of nodes and volume onto Overledger via this initiative. And we do see Quant Network is supporting over 20 countries, or central banks, through their involvement with SIA, Digital Pound Foundation, and MIT. As central bank digital currencies continue to come online, Overledger is set to host trillions of dollars of daily transaction volume. And of course, the price of QNT will increase in direct proportion to the amount of nodes and volume injected into the network. Remember, digital asset value equals daily volume / number of active nodes. If you believe in these partnerships, price appreciation has already been programmed. Overledger plans to absorb network traffic from a number of different verticals: finance, healthcare, insurance, and so much more. Network effects are critical in analyzing the competitive dynamics of today's internet platforms. As Gilbert Verdian and Quant Network continue to merge their technology with the world's largest entities, token holders have every reason to be optimistic about the price of QNT. And this is why I always tell you guys, focus on the bigger picture here. It is absolutely massive in terms of the value that QNT will truly drive. And we do see, when we're talking about these major networks, right? More so network use cases, right? I should say. It's focused on these very intricate areas: finance, healthcare, insurance, things like this. These are massive markets. And when we're talking about the amount of money that will flow over this network, QNT's value truly will soar in price. And this is where I always say, Quant as a token could reach $70,000, $100,000, $200,000. And I don't say that to be, somebody who's going to drive FOMO or tell you guys these massive promises just to get views or something like that. No, I tell you that because when you look at Quant's market cap compared to Bitcoin, right? If we had, Bitcoin's market cap, we'd be at like $70,000. All right. Now, just imagine when we were at $1 trillion in market cap, or $2 trillion in market cap, $3 trillion. And that is a possibility, especially with the markets that, a lot of these DLTs are focused on. Even Quant, right? Quant is focused on major areas. Not only are they, focused on cross-border payments with DLTs, because DLTs, once they do get into cross-border payments and things like that, Quant will ultimately bridge that gap within a lot of these trillion-dollar plus markets. So think about how much money will flow over this network. In return, have a massive demand for this token as well. This is going to be a very exciting hold. I really do think that we should look into the macro views on Quant and not try to think about, hey, how much money can I make off of QNT this year? I'm looking at how much money can I make off of QNT by hodling it, similar to those individuals that hodled Bitcoin for 5+ years. And I'm telling you guys, you got to think of the bigger picture here. And we do see here, this is big, but to be honest, I'm not that surprised. I expect the big boys to adopt ODAP. ODAP is the Open Digital Asset Protocol, which was created by MIT, Intel, and Quant. You guys missed this. This is fairly large as well. Now, we've talked about the direct connections with MIT with, of course, Quant. Hyperledger Cactus just launched V1. Great news for DLT API gateway adoption. Cactus will be the first DLT gateway after Overledger Network that will implement ODAP. One of the Cactus leads wrote a paper last month with MIT and QNT with Cactus and Overledger Network as the interoperable solutions. And here you guys have it. This is from Rafael Abashor. Very excited to share the Cactus V1 is finally published. And again, this is all talking about seamless enterprise-grade integration tools, aka API gateways. We do see support for the ODAP asset protocol, aka the Open Digital Asset Protocol. This is huge for not only Hyperledger, but also for, of course, Quant. And when we are talking about this paper, right, check out these schematics. So this is, do you need a DLT interoperability solution? You're going to need it. It's 100%, need it in almost every single, portion of adopting DLT technology. And even when we are talking about the end goal here, we do see Hyperledger Fabric, DLT protocol, substrate. This is all through plug and play aspects with, of course, DLTs. I've always said that when we're talking about interoperability, you really need to look at the end goal here. Where is interoperability going to come from? How are we going to achieve it? And is it going to be universal interoperability? And when I say universal interoperability, I mean, are we going to be able to transact information from one DLT to another? Are we going to be able to transact information from a DLT to the legacy system? That is the biggest point of focus. I've told you guys, there is a ton of interoperability solutions within this area. You have Chainlink. You have, Atom and stuff like that is providing interoperability between blockchains and things like that. But where is the interoperability layers between the legacy system and the digital system? That's the focus here. And there is only one technology out there achieving this. That is Quant. And like I said, I'm just telling you guys, the increase in price of QNT as a token is going to come from the success of Overledger. And I've been reporting on Overledger for a very long time. I've been focusing on, of course, the effects of the network. I've been telling you guys how successful Overledger has been in grasping these large corporate clients. And all of that has money signs in my eyes. I'm telling you guys, I'm truly seeing the vision behind Quant. I'm also seeing the vision behind QNT as a token in terms of value. And I say this very, very lightly when I say you got to look at the end goal here. Is the end goal almost $400 per QNT? Absolutely not. Look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has hit over $1 trillion in market cap without any utility behind it. We are marching into a utility-driven market where regulations will be the key, for a lot of adoption with a lot of these major assets. QNT has, I would say QNT has their foot in the door in terms of, regulatory clarity. I think that they're one of the most compliant assets within this space and also companies. And when we are talking about that, they are already working with Ripple. They're working with a lot of other assets within the space as well. And, the future is going to be an interoperable massive connection between crypto and the legacy system. And we are seeing that come to fruition. We are seeing that being a major focus point, even with executive orders. And of course, the banking area really kind of focusing on adopting crypto tech. And I'm telling you guys, when we are looking at the success of the Overledger network as well as Quant, it truly is shining on QNT as a token as well. And those individuals that are saying, well, QNT is not going to, increase in price. They're going to utilize, Overledger Network. There's no correlation. There is a massive correlation. I want you guys to realize that these tokens increase in value as the network increases in value and volume. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.